Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before introducing our tour, let me ask you a question. Where did you go on your first trip to Japan? I guess most of you went to Tokyo, Kanagawa, Aichi, Shizuoka, Kyoto, and Osaka. These are well known as Golden Route and the most common route for first-time visitors. But think about it. What if it's your second, third, fourth, or even your fifth trip? Would you still go to these places? Maybe not. Actually, 90% of repeat visitors go to other local places around Japan. Also, 6 out of 10 foreign tourists are repeat visitors, and their number reached 10.8 million last year. These 2 points indicate that 9.7 million foreign tourists went to local places last year. They are eager to have experiences that they can't have in urban areas. Today, in order to satisfy these demands from repeaters, we will introduce a unique night tour in a local place. And that place is Hirosaki. Hirosaki is a city in Aomori Prefecture and has many special attractions. Among these, we focus on 3 specialties in this tour: nature, traditional culture, and warm hospitality. This is the schedule of the tour. All right, let's move on to the tour. From 6 p.m., you go to a place with a focus on nature. Can you guess what this is? Cherry blossoms? No. Actually, these are cherry blossom trees covered with snow. By lighting up the trees with many pink lights, they come to look like real cherry blossoms like this. You can see this fantastic phenomenon in winter in Hirosaki Castle Park, which is one of the most famous spots for cherry blossom viewing in Japan. It has 2,600 cherry blossom trees. In addition to that, Aomori has the most snowfall in winter of all the prefectures in Japan. These 2 factors mean that you can see cherry blossoms even in winter. It's a miracle, isn't it?
Next, we'd like you to experience traditional culture. You go to an izakaya called Anzu. Once you step into the entrance, the locally designed interior welcomes you. And you can eat Japanese food made from locally sourced ingredients. For example, this squid, these scallops, and this tuna are from Aomori. In addition, you can drink Japanese sake with a unique style. First, you can choose your favorite small cup called ochoko. Second, you can choose sake from a variety of Hirosaki's sake. However, this is not the end. The most distinguishing feature from any other izakaya is this. You will see tsugaru shamisen live performance with your own eyes. Tsugaru shamisen is a traditional instrument originating in Hirosaki. Furthermore, one of the performers, Atsushi Tada, is the owner of Anzu and the best performer in all of Japan. He won the National Tsugaru shamisen contest twice. Enjoy your special dinner listening to tsugaru shamisen performance. At Anzu, you can experience a deeper understanding of traditional Japanese culture.
Around 9 p.m., you get to Ishiba-ryokan where we'll stay this night. When you enter, the owner Ishiba-san welcomes you at the entrance and takes you to your room. On the way to your room, you see Japanese ryokan interior with byobu and beautiful wooden bridge. When you get to your room, you can choose whether to relax in your room or to go to a bar next to the ryokan. This bar is dedicated to the guest at Ishiba Ryokan and offers you a free glass of Aomori apple wine. This welcome drink is one of Ishiba's warm hospitalities. Before you finish your day, there is one more thing you have to do. Make plan for your next day. But maybe not you're familiar with Hirosaki. What to do? Let's ask Ishibaemon. He makes plans for your next day's activities with his local knowledge of Hirosaki, like Doraemon who helps Nobita with his tools. The owner speaks with you and gets to know your interests. Then he chooses a suitable destination for you and shows you how to get there. This is Ishiba's special hospitality. The owner really wants you to enjoy the time in Hirosaki. You definitely feel his warm hospitality during your stay at Ishiba Ryokan.
These three places are so quite each other. For example, Hirosaki Castle Park to Anzu is about 5 minutes walk, and Anzu to Ishiba Ryokan is about 7 minutes walk. And the total cost of the tour is 10,500 yen. You may think it is a little bit expensive only for night tour. But don't forget, this includes your accommodation fee at an Ishiba Ryokan. It's really fascinating, isn't it?
However, you may still have a concern. Since few foreign tourists have come to Hirosaki, local izakayas such as Anzu aren't ready to welcome them. The staff at Anzu is hesitant to deal with customers in foreign languages. To solve this problem, we offer them our help as volunteer interpreter. In fact, we're in touch with the owner of Anzu and help him whenever he needs it. In addition, we are working to connect local izakaya to CCC, Cross Culture Club. CCC is an international circle in Hirosaki University and has many students who can speak more than 2 languages. With this plan, local izakaya will be able to give their services to foreign tourists without worrying about language barrier.
We are sure our tour will be incentive for foreign tourists to Hirosaki again. In addition to the specialties we presented today, Hirosaki has many other specialties, such as cherry blossom in spring, delicious apples, Neputa Festival, and antique buildings. For foreign tourists to come to Hirosaki on this tour, we'll definitely discover these specialties while they're staying here or we visit again. In this way, not only will the number for foreign tourists to Hirosaki increase, but also our tour will make the local residents realize how special Hirosaki is. Thank you.
And thank you, presenters. And now we'll go to the judges for the question and answer session.
Thank you very much for your presentation. It was there was a lot of passion in there. I could see that. My question is, in terms of you attracting foreign tourists to Hirosaki, how many people do you estimate will be interested in going year-round, not just during the winter, also summer? And then my second part of that is, you mentioned one tour guide, but how will you accommodate foreign tourists who come in large numbers to Hirosaki with just one tour guide?
Okay, so first question. Actually, we are not sure. We are not sure about the estimated tourists who will increase, and so actually I have to discuss with city hall or city tourism convention. Yeah, and as for second question, maybe if the tourists increase in the future, maybe we can increase the number of izakayas or kind of ryokan, such as Ishiba Ryokan. Yeah, maybe we can solve that problem.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Subaru. And Saliber. And next question.
Thank you for your presentation. I didn't know that winter in the Hirosaki Castle, the river and the cherry trees along the Hirosaki Castle, near the Hirosaki Castle is so beautiful in winter. So it was very impressive. Well, the Hirosaki, I understand Hirosaki is a beautiful city. However, Hirosaki itself is not really the famous among the foreign tourists. How do you promote your destination to think about Hirosaki as their second destination for their trip?
Okay, actually Hirosaki is, yeah, you are true, I think. Hirosaki is not so famous among the foreign tourists so far, but Hirosaki has a lot of specialties, as mentioned in the presentation. So maybe we can promote Hirosaki through SNS, kind of Instagram or Facebook, because Instagram or Facebook is really popular among young people in the world. So yeah, that's why I will promote this tour. And moreover, it costs no money. So that's the best way, I think.
Thank you. I think it's a very good idea to use the SNS, especially the Instagram. Then in this case, your main target is young people, or how about what is the target of this tour?
I'm sorry, not only the young tourists, but also the elderly. Because the tourists who came to Hirosaki tend to be older, you know. Yeah, because they have a lot of money or they have a lot of time. So yeah, that's my answer. That was my answer.
Thank you. In this case, I have one question. In izakaya, it seems you have to sit on the floor with crossing the legs. It might be difficult for foreign elder people, especially from the foreign countries, to sit on the floor like a Japanese people does. How do you manage it?
Yeah, you know, like Seiza in Japanese. It's so hard, even Japanese, for younger Japanese as well. But, you know, like, sit on, relax, like, whatever you want, like, however you want. So, like, the answer employer doesn't care however you want to relax. So, we don't care about, like, sitting style. Just relax. Oh, it's kind of difficult, like lie down. But, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for the questions, Ms. Kawasaki. And let's go to the audience for questions. Okay, there's a lady here, there's one gentleman over here, and then there's another lady or gentleman over here. We'll start here.
はい、ここで会場の皆様、学生の皆様からご質問をお受けします。係の者がマイクをお持ちしますので、ご質問の前に学校名とお名前をお願いします。
Thank you for the great presentation. My name is Minori Suzuki from Hosei University, and I actually from Aomori Prefecture. I have lived there for like 18 years, so I know a lot about that, of course. So one of the concerns I have is the public transport. For example, like if you come from Tokyo to Hirosaki, I think it takes a long time. For example, if you take a Shinkansen bullet train, it takes 3 hours maybe to like Aomori Station, and then you have to transfer to local lines to Hirosaki, right? It takes a long time, and it's also expensive. Like if you take airplane, I think there's only one international flight from Korea to Aomori, like nothing else. So like what do you think about the transportation? And I also have one more question about like cherry blossom. Like you can enjoy cherry blossoms in spring and also winter. How about like summer and fall? Do you have alternative ideas for that?
Okay.
The money.
Okay. As for the first question, yeah, you are right. Actually, there is international airplane from only from South Korea, but actually most of the repeaters are Asian countries. So maybe we have. I think this is Aomori's problem, but Aomori has to increase the number of air flights from Asian countries. Is it okay for first question? Okay, okay. And as for second questions, you mentioned about summer and fall, right? Yeah. Actually, in summer, Hirosaki has Nebuta Festival.
Right.
Yeah, Nebuta Festival, and maybe for many foreign tourists went to Nebuta Festival. So and in fall, we have Fallen Leaf Festival in Hirosaki Castle Park. So maybe foreign tourists can enjoy fallen leaves at Hirosaki Castle Park.
Thank you.
Thank you. And there was a lady over here on the right.
Thank you for your presentation. I'm Nodoka Nakaya. I'm from Tokyo University of Foreign Studies. I have a question. And CCC members of Hirosaki University, how activity they can do at Anzu? They wait every night for foreign tourists in izakaya?
Okay.
Yeah, that's very nice group. So how they can active in izakaya Anzu?
Actually, we haven't started yet with CCC project. It's our like idea, and CCC is like always communicate and with international students with in Hirosaki University, and there are so many opportunities to talk and communicate with English speakers. So like Japanese students like us, always like ready to communicate with foreign tourists, with at Anzu. Is that okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. That's all we have time for. Sorry, we don't have time for another question. Thank you very much for a great presentation.